Hello, welcome to another session of Ready to Read, sponsored by Fort Worth Alumni Chapter, Delta Sigma Theta. Today's book is Longshot, Never Too Small to Dream Big, written by NBA player Chris Paul and illustrated by Frank Morrison. I personally like this story because it's about my favorite sport, basketball. Phoenix Suns point guard Chris Paul shares his inspiring story of his personal experience as an 8-year-old. Despite his height and naysayers, he was determined to follow his passion and be a part of the basketball team. He used the words of others to motivate him to work harder and accomplish his goals, and later becoming the NBA All-Star player. This book is read by Shawn Buchanan. She is a Fort Worth native, Fort Worth FWISD veteran educator, champion for children, and member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Let's score a win and jump into a good book.
Bippity, 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 bippity. Michael Jordan is stalled in double coverage. He looks for an outlet. Bippity, 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 bippity. Jordan sees Chris Paul streaking down the sideline. Paul is only 8 years old, but he's lightning fast. Jordan makes the quick pass. Bippity, 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 bippity. Paul drives left, pulls back for the jumper. He lets it go and scores. And the crowd goes wild. In your dreams, Chris. My brother CJ and his friends were just getting back from the playground. They love to tease me about my game. You're too small to play basketball, said one friend, and tiny, said another. Did we mention small? Asked a third, and they all laughed. CJ stayed behind as his friends left. They're right, you know, Chris, he said. The ball is bigger than you are. I threw back my shoulders and straightened up. Maybe, but I've got good hands. Come on, help me practice. Tryouts are only a week away. Hey, called our mother from the doorway. What you boys need to practice is setting the table and eating your vegetables. Basketball will still be there after supper. At school the next day, I didn't pay much attention. All I could think about were the tryouts. When my teacher talked about math, I remembered that the average height of a player in the NBA was 6 feet 7 inches tall. I was only 4 feet 1 inch tall, and I wasn't going to get much taller in the next few days. That night, I was lying in bed when Mom came in. What are you thinking about, Chris? Coach is only going to take 15 players. What if he thinks I'm too small? Mom smiled. You're a great basketball player, Chris, but basketball isn't the only thing that matters. Your family matters. Your education does too. And worrying about your height won't make you any better. Just do the best you can with the gifts you have. Then she gave me a kiss goodnight, and I fell asleep dreaming of a basketball moon shooting across the night sky. But I was feeling scared on Saturday when I helped out my grandfather Papa Chili at his service station. You look a little deflated yourself, said Papa Chili as I filled a flat tire. What's up? Everyone says I'm too small to make the basketball team, I said. Nothing wrong with being nervous, said Papa Chili. Look, Chris, you can't make yourself taller, but you can get faster and stronger, he winked. Work harder than everyone else on the court, and your size doesn't matter. Over the next few days, I spent hours and hours practicing. I shot layups and foul shots. I dribbled first with one hand and then with the other. I ran sprints to build up my wind. I did everything. One day, my brother came out on the driveway where I was resting. Hey, Squirt, say CJ. I've been watching you. Really? I didn't know CJ ever watched me. Yeah, well, don't tell anyone, said CJ. But listen, when you drive to the basket, don't look at the ball. Your hand should know where the ball is without looking. I nodded. And when somebody tries to fake you out, don't watch their arms or their head. Keep your eyes on their hips. Nobody goes anywhere without their hips. The night before the tryouts, I could hardly eat. Try to relax, Chris, said Dad. You're a good player. He isn't worried about being good, said CJ. He's worried about being short. It's true, I said. What if the coach makes up his mind about me before I even play? My father shook his head. A good coach will want to see what you're made of. And remember, Mom said, you're not alone in this. The whole family is behind you. How many of you can think of times where you felt all alone but forgot that your family is behind you or your friends? The next day, there were tons of kids at the tryouts, and all of them were taller than I was. My heart was pounding, and I wondered if anyone could see it thumping out of my chest. Everyone looked excited, but a lot of us would be going home disappointed. I knelt down and retied my Snickers, took a deep breath, and went in. The coach split us into several teams. When my team took the court, I got the inbounds pass. I dribbled up court, and the opposing guard watched the ball closely. Too closely. I faked the pass right and then went left for an open shot. Swish! Good move, Chris, yelled Dad. I got the ball back after the next basket, and the defense boxed me in. I forced the shot, but it was swatted away, and I was knocked to the ground. Careful, don't step on him, somebody shouted from the sidelines. I was done. I could feel it. I didn't dare look at the coach, but I heard Papa Chilla cheering from the stands. He didn't think I was done. Actually, he thought I was just getting started. I picked myself up and got back on defense. The other team's biggest player had the ball. I watched his hips just like CJ had told me. When he tried to fake right, I wasn't fooled. I darted in and stole the ball. I heaved a chest pass to my teammate under the basket, and right at the buzzer, he scored. Afterwards, we were all waiting for the big decision. The coach sat by himself for a few minutes looking at his notes. Then he stood up and came forward. You all look very great today, he said. Everyone should be proud of that. I held my breath. So, here's our team for our upcoming season. The coach named 3 centers, then the 6 forwards. That left 6 more spaces for guards. I wasn't the first player named or the second. 3 more names went by, and there was only one left. What if it wasn't me? And Chris Paul, the coach finished up. I had done it. I had made the team. My parents and Papa Chili gave me a huge hug. Even CJ was impressed. Not bad for a squirt, he said. Nope, I said to myself, not bad at all. I hope that you enjoyed this story as much as I have. Thank you.